Hey there, Cancer. This is your friend Dharma Jane coming to you to do your October 2018 Love Tarot reading. This is going to be the heart spread, so one side is going to be for feminine or the yin, one side is going to be for the masculine or the yang. Whatever works for you, flip it back and forth. This is a great spread for cross watchers, and it's meant for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, I guess we're going to get started. I am calling in guides, angels, and anyone from the highest good only, please. Okay, Cancer, having a hard time getting clarity. It's not there. You know, we heard something that was troubling, to say the least. And it came across in a little bit of an immature manner. And so now things are a little bit foggy. So that's what we're looking at as a base for this relationship. I like to call that the heartbeat. Spirit, what can we know about the feminine? What's the feminine energy look like for Cancers? Okay, Two of Cups in reverse. This is a broken union. But I feel like it's not yet. It's not broken yet. But there, with this confusion, you know, this fogginess, there's serious consideration. Ooh, see? The Seven of Swords. We talked about the fact that we heard something that we didn't like that probably cut a little bit. And there's this sneaky behavior. And I said that the feminine was possibly considering breaking the union because of sneaky behavior that they don't like. Oh, jeez. Where's the yang energy, please? What's the masculine energy look like? You know, with this Eight of Swords in reverse, first thing I want to talk about is a feeling of, there, I don't know if you can see it all, like, almost like being forced out, because you know the Eight of Air talks about feeling trapped. The Eight of Swords usually talks about being trapped, but this I kind of feel like it's talking about being forced out. But you also have the Three of Swords in reverse, and so this over here is probably a little bit heartbreaking for the masculine, but also because, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, that's kind of like everything that you have. And I know a lot of people sometimes feel like the need to have is to feel whole, or to have is to feel whole. And so we have I also, with this High Priestess falling out for the masculine, I'm pretty sure they think that this yin over here is their, you know, partner. But there's trust issues happening over here. I think that they don't like really how things are happening. What does the yin want from this relationship? Yeah, they don't want somebody who is going to hurt them. But they also don't want to be alone. And so I kind of feel like they might be afraid to open up here to this masculine because of these trust issues. Probably because something in the past happened, either with this person or with somebody else, that led them to a place of not really being able or willing to trust. And typically when people, you know, when that happens, they have every right to not trust. Nobody is required to trust other people. And if this yang energy over here feels like they're being pushed out because this person doesn't trust, it's going to take using your intuition and understanding that this person needs, like, I heard kid gloves, but you're going to have to approach it differently, because people who don't trust will run away from you. They will. You know, that's also a very empowered way to be, because if you don't have to stay with anybody. So if you don't trust them, leave. You know, so, and if this yang doesn't want that to happen, they're going to have to adjust, you know, accept this untrusting. And you know, I don't feel like for a lot of people it has anything to do with this yang. This might be like not necessarily a new person, but not the person who put this yin in that position. For some of you, it might be. What are the blocks on the yin side, please? The Empress as a block for the yin. This is like not really. Look at how her hands are over her heart. The Empress is the mother lode of love. It's all the love. It's giving birth to, you know, partnerships. But as a block, this is being unable to give their heart away. Just not being able to do it for whatever reason they see fit. It's a block. What are the blocks on the masculine side, please, for Cancer? They don't want to be alone. That's what I was saying. To have is to be. They don't want to be, and that's, you know, the Five of Pentacles that talks about being left out in the cold, and up here I was talking about feeling like pushed out or pushed away. It's going to take understanding and probably a lot of conversations, honestly. What's the outcome for this for October, please? Emperor in reverse. Well, you do have the Emperor and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. This talks about equal giving and taking. That's exactly what I was just talking about. In that this yang is going to need to, I don't want to say that the yin needs help because she is the Empress. She is. Luckily, we have the masculine who is the Emperor. For some of you, unfortunately, for the masculine, this could mean that the masculine just gets dumped. Because if we have the Emperor and the Empress here, there might be a chance that for some of you, she's not willing to open up, and this isn't going to become a union. For another group of you, this is as an outcome, the masculine who started out like this, you know, as in, because I feel like there's probably arguments and why don't you trust me and so on and so forth between each other. This might be the masculine being like, you know what, I'm going to take a step back and not quite be so fierce, not quite be so, and I don't want to say demanding because I don't want the masculine to feel like the energy I'm reading here is demanding. What I'm feeling like is this is somebody who is Emperor-like, but they're dealing with somebody who doesn't trust anybody. So when you come in, you can't be all about it, you know, however that is. Even just having confidence and talking to other girls and just being like a kind person can freak somebody like this out because the spidey senses goes up and they don't want to deal with it again. So for some of you, it's going to be this Emperor changing his ways a little bit. What is the news? Oh my goodness. That's the Two of Cups in reverse again. Pisces just got that. So there might be an inevitable breakup here. But it is about, there was passion. I mean, there's no doubt. The relationship wasn't like a sham. There's definitely some kind of heavy duty connection because these are your two relationship cards. But something was said that really, I just want to be like red flags. And they didn't like it. They didn't like what they heard. It turned them like fuzzy. And I just feel like this like wave of emotions of not again, not again, not again. What is this two of, what's with the trust issues? Let's ask that. Well, yeah, they're defending it. They're defending their own heart. And rightly so, you know, because they've been wronged before. I mean, that's really probably divorce. But look here, you have the Empress and the Emperor and the High Priest and the High Priestess. This very well could be a seriously old school relationship. Old school is in like many, many lives. Important lessons to learn. And soul tribe people, your group of soulmates, they may come in and teach us lessons that we don't like. But at the same time, they might teach us lessons that we need to know and that they should stick around. Why is the masculine feel so hurt and pushed out? Because he wants to be the rock. He wants to be the King of Pentacles. He wants to be the strong, sturdy emperor. He wants to be the emperor. He wants to be treated as such. He doesn't want to walk away, though. And he's not feeling good about this relationship right now. And we're at a place of juggling, like, what do I do? Why is the... And, you know, again, with the emperor thing, I was talking about before, for the yin, their wants is for someone to not be quite so sharp. And here we are talking about the emperor kind of taking a step back, not being quite so emperor-like. And so it might be a case of sensitivity over here, which is perfectly fine. But we do, if we want to be with people, we need to adjust, you know, with this scale to an equal sense of sensibility. But I think, so it might be family and kids involved, but it also might be that they desire their soulmate. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Do you see how this keeps happening? Neat. But they're just disappointed right now. And I think they're disappointed about what they found out or heard with that initial message there. And now they're like, you know, I thought this was supposed to be, and now here I am again in a position where I need to be questioning you or questioning a mate. And so the masculine, you know, they don't want to be in heartbreak, but they need a decision to be made. They need to hear it. About, there's that Page of Swords. They need an answer about that, and they're having anxiety about it. And I think they're kind of tired of the limbo of not. I feel like everybody since the eclipse season has kind of been in the limbo. Like there was an accumulation and we're like in the calm before the storm. Why is the Empress the blocks for the yin, please? It's like she'd rather have passion than love. Because at least if there's passion, you get to have fun. But when there's love involved, that's when you can get hurt. But again, there's that equal give and take I was talking about before with the scales. And it is a burden to hold all of this love that the Empress has to offer to herself is a heavy, heavy burden. And it's, you know, give some of these cups away to the person over here who's like, if your 8 cups are dumped out, these 8 cups are upright, looking for something to put in it. I think it's like, let this person love you. Let them love you. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here in reverse? This is just another, they don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to have anxiety. There's the 9 of Swords in reverse twice. They need to know what is going to happen. See, there's the Emperor again. Death card. Oh. Okay. So there might be a total transformation because we did talk about, and that it before I even got to say can I clarify the outcome? This fell out. And so we were talking about the Emperor needing to change, basically. Does this person need to change? Probably. But this person isn't trying to keep the relationship together. I mean, work with what you got. So this might be a total transformation here of this yin energy of dealing with, not dealing with, but like matching the energy that's present. Or it could straight up be a breakup, like I said before. Why is the Emperor in reverse, please? Yeah. See? This, I think for the majority of you, it's not necessarily a breakup, but a change. The judgment to indeed stay, but to change wholly. And then that makes things better. I mean, as your final outcome card is the star. I mean, the sun. That's pretty awesome. Oh, man. So look. The last couple of cards that come out are the Death card, Judgment in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. Whatever this energy is that's going on right now is going to end in whatever way resonates for you. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be good. Whatever it is, it's going to work out in a way, in a manner that shines the brightest, that works the best for your highest good. Okay, so I think that probably wraps it up, Cancer. It's going to be okay, all right? All the information you need from me for a private reading is in the box below. Find me on Instagram, dharmajane.8, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.